Okay, the next topic is somatic reflexes. And let's take a look at the characteristics of reflexes. There are four main characteristics, and you need to know this. They require stimulation, they are quick, they are involuntary, and they are stereotype. Stereotype means that they are always happen the same way. For example, if you put your hand on a red stove, you always withdraw your hand the same way. Reflexes are involuntary because the brain doesn't work on it, right? You don't think about it when you are going to get a reflex. For example, you don't put your hand in the red stove and say, I think I'm burning my hand. You just withdraw your hand without thinking about it. Reflexes are quick. Obviously, it doesn't take a long time in order to withdraw your hand from the red stove, and require stimulation, because if you don't have any stimulation, for example, if you don't put your hand in the red stove, then you will never going to get a reflex. In the case of reflexes, the brain doesn't work. What works in a reflex is the spinal cord. The reflex forms something called a reflex arch, that it has different parts. The first part is the receptor. Second part is the sensory nerve, here in red. The third part is spinal cord. The fourth part is motor nerve. The fifth part is the effector. So if we keep scrolling down, we're going to see the different parts again. So right here, as I told you before, there are 5 pieces. The first one is the receptor. Then you have an afferent nerve, which is the sensory. Afferent means that it goes inside. Integrating center, when you have the interneuron in the spinal cord. You have efferent nerve, which is the one that comes out of the spinal cord. This is going to be the motor nerve that is going to help you move your muscle. And the effector is going to be the muscle. Now, the only part that is you have to know a little bit more about it in the case of reflex is the receptor. This receptor right here. The receptor in the case of the muscles, since this is a reflex, the reflex happens with the muscles, the receptor is going to be the muscle spindle. The muscle spindle is the receptor in the reflex. The muscle spindle is found in your muscle. That's why it's called muscle spindle. This is a type of proprioceptor. Proprioceptors tell you what are the characteristics of your body in a particular time, such as the position of your body and the movement that you're going to perform. It tells you whether you're standing up or sitting down. That's what the receptor of this kind, a proprioceptor, is going to do. The proprioceptors, in this case, the muscle spindle, is located very close to the tendon, as you can see it right here. If somebody punches you in the leg, for example, they're going to be punching you right here. So this is not going to initiate a reflex, because the receptors for reflexes, in this case the muscle spindle, they are very close to the tendon. So they are specialized muscle fibers, and if you magnify this, you're going to see that they are inside here. This white membrane is called the muscle spindle, and these are the muscle fibers that help you contract. So if we keep scrolling down, we're going to see examples of reflexes. The stretch reflex is the most common one, the one that everybody knows, or everybody has seen it at least. So if you scroll down, you have it right here. The stimulus is number 1. It's going to happen at the level of the muscle spindle. Number 2 is the sensory nerve. Number 3 is the spinal cord, the interneuron in the spinal cord. Number 4 is going to be the motor neuron, and number 5 is going to be the muscle. One additional step that you need to remember: if you want to contract a muscle, the other one on the opposite side must relax. Right here, there are 2 types of neurons. One is going to stimulate the contraction of number 4, let's say, but this one is going to inhibit. Therefore, you're going to relax the muscle you have right here, number 7, in order for you to get that reflex. So if we keep scrolling down, we're going to see more examples. Flexor reflex, same concept. You have the reflex arch. Cross extension reflex, same concept. Tendon reflex, same thing. Okay, they are just different examples of reflexes, but they all use the reflex arch, and that's about it.